Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Abigail English. In tonight's news, the Coffee County District Attorney's Office has won a prestigious award. Tennessee's unemployment rate edged up slightly last month. A Tullahoma mother has been sentenced to 20 years in prison, and a Memphis man is the first Tennessee victim of the West Nile virus this season. We'll have those stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
If you're looking for a new vehicle this summer, Stanley Nab Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram needs to be your first stop. The all-new 2015 Chrysler 200 is here, and it's been completely redesigned. And we have a huge selection of Jeep Wranglers, Jeep Cherokees, and Jeep Grand Cherokees to make your summer travels one of style and luxury. Our lot is packed with new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Rams. So check us out at StammyNabCDJ.com or come see us in Tullahoma. It'll be worth your while for the best deal on a new car this summer.
Don't risk losing the Social Security disability benefits you have earned. I'm Russell Hedges with Moore & Hedges, Attorneys at Law. I bring over 25 years of experience and dedication to your case. My Social Security team will walk you through the process. We can increase your chances of winning and maximize the benefits due to you. If we do not win, you will not owe us a fee. Call me, Russell Hedges, with Moore & Hedges, Attorneys at Law, for maximum returns and minimum concerns.
Have you met your perfect match? It's here at Merle Norman. With over 190 shades, 13 formulas, and 4 finishes, we'll help you select the one that's just right for you. Ask for your free foundation check today. Merle Norman, made in the USA. Visit your nearest Merle Norman Cosmetic Studio for your personalized service.
Welcome back. Mickey Lane, District Attorney for the 14th District, which includes Coffee County, has been presented with the McCutcheon Award by the Tennessee District Attorney General's Conference. The award is presented annually to one of Tennessee's district attorneys who exemplifies the goals and ideals of the organization by improving the quality of justice in the state, especially regarding the collection of child support payments. Lane's Child Support Office, which is projected to collect approximately $6 million in child support payments this year, has consistently ranked near the top of the highest performing offices in the state. Of the 31 judicial districts, Lane's Child Support Office is ranked first for fiscal year 2013 and 14 and had been ranked fifth during the year 2009 and 10, third during fiscal year 2011 and 12, and second during fiscal year 2012 and 2013. Upon receiving the award, Lane said, quote, "My staff is focused on bettering the lives of children. They truly deserve this award as the best performing child support office in Tennessee. Our responsibility to prosecute criminals is important, and our work to ensure the child support commitments are met is a crucial piece of that responsibility. Because of the efforts of our child support office, many at-risk children in the 14th District have food, clothing, and shelter." End quote.
Tennessee Labor and Workforce Development Commissioner Burns Phillips has announced the Tennessee preliminary unemployment rate for May was 6.4%, a tenth of 1 percentage point higher than the 6.3% April revised rate. The U.S. preliminary rate for May is 6.3%, the same as the U.S. April revised rate. Over the past year, Tennessee's unemployment rate has decreased from 8.4 to 6.4, while the national rate decreased from 7.5 to 6.3. Total non-farm employment increased by 6,700 jobs from April to May. The largest increases occurred in leisure, hospitality, retail, trade, and local government. Over the year, non-farm employment has increased by 56,900 jobs.
A Tullahoma mother accused in 2013 of pimping her teenage daughter to men in exchange for drugs has been sentenced, along with her boyfriend, to 20 years in prison. Kimberly Michelle Breeden, age 35, and Avery Overman, 40, both of Tullahoma, each pleaded guilty in Coffee County Circuit Court last Wednesday to 7 counts of statutory rape by an authority figure and 7 counts of incest, according to 14th Judicial District Attorney, Assistant District Attorney Jason Pond. Ponder. The pleas were entered before Circuit Court Judge Craig Johnson. There also were other counts of statutory rape against both Breeden and Overman that figured into the sentencing. Ponder said Monday the pair will remain free on bond until they turn themselves over to authorities on July 9th to begin serving their sentences.
The Tennessee Department of Health has confirmed one human case of West Nile virus this week, the first human case confirmed in Tennessee in 2014. The West Nile virus case involves a resident of Shelby County who is now recovering. Tennessee Department of Health Commissioner Dr. John Drazener said, quote, West Nile has been present in our state since 2001, and along with recent news about chikungunya virus is a reminder mosquitoes can carry disease and sometimes death, just as they did in our historic past here in Tennessee. We know most mosquitoes live their lives and die within a few blocks of their typical stagnant standing water where they were born. Reducing breeding areas is an old strategy we need to bring back to protect our families, neighbors, and customers. So in addition to personal bite protection, we urge people across Tennessee to remove standing water around their homes and businesses, end quote. Mosquito populations in Tennessee are at their peak from May through October. There is no human vaccine for West Nile virus. Therefore, Tennesseans are urged to take preventive measures to avoid being bitten by infected mosquitoes.
Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
Trucks.
The #1 selling truck for 35 years straight, the Ford F-Series, can be found at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester. We have a huge selection of over 100 trucks to choose from, with Ford manufactured rebates and incentives up to $10,000 or 0% financing available. Now is the time to buy. So come on down to Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester, and remember,
Trucks.
and more trucks. Why buy anywhere else?
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration, your #1 hometown HVAC company. We offer dependable and reliable service on all your HVAC equipment. We also offer high-efficiency trained cooling units with some special financing through the end of June. Call us for your cooling needs. Your comfort is what we do.
It's summer, call Stroop.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Charter Internet has the bandwidth to support more devices than anyone else in the market. So everyone can do their own thing, whether it's watching puppy videos or creating an all-powerful command center to mastermind the complete domination of the world, the universe, and... ooh, ice cream!
Get 30 megabits per second for only $30 and let it all in.
Welcome back. If you're a Corvette enthusiast, you need to stop by the Stan McNabb dealership this Saturday. Jim spoke with new car manager Ryan Ruff, who tells us more.
Have joining us now from Stan McNabb Chevy, Ryan Ruff, who's the sales manager out there, and he's got some fun things that are going to be coming up this weekend, I think, this Saturday.
Yeah, June 28th at the Chevy store, we're having our second annual Corvette and Camaro Cruise-In. We want to invite everybody down who of course, who owns a Corvette or Camaro to show their car off, their iconic car. Mm-hmm. True American legend, I guess you can say.
Absolutely.
And we just want to invite everybody out there to come see it.
Yeah.
Too. Invite the whole public out there. We're going to have refreshments, hot dogs, snow cones. Thunder Radio is going to be out there. It's going to be a great time.
Okay.
So,
sounds like it. And while you're out there, just as a sideline to this sort of, they do sell Corvettes out there, and they do sell Camaros. So,
yes.
If you happen to decide, I might want to move up to one of the newer models.
We can do that too.
They can make that happen for you.
We can do that too. If we don't have it on site, we can get it with you or get it to you that day or the next day.
Right. So. I would imagine if you're a Corvette owner or a Camaro, either one, the Camaro is came out with a new body style, I think, a couple of years ago, didn't they?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They did several years ago, and they just did a fresh redesign for 2014 on the back and the front end of it. And of course, the Stingray, which everybody knows it as a Corvette, but they've changed back to the name of the Stingray, and they completely redid it for 2014, and it's done well for us this year. We've sold a total of 15 of them already, and got another one on order. We're very excited about them. It seems like the lifespan of them when they come in is about 5 days.
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
That's unbelievable. So. And the Corvette actually have a fairly new body style that maybe come out last year.
Yeah, it was 2014 was the redesign on the Corvette, and it has just really taken off. We've had several of them. Several of our customers actually go up to the Bowling Green plant and do a museum delivery type thing where they can pay a little extra to do that. It just makes it a total experience where they take delivery of their new Corvette up in the actual plant where they build them and get to see everything. We're expecting a huge turnout. A lot of people, are coming up to me every day at work saying, "Hey, I'm going to be there Saturday. I got my Camaro running, or I got my old Corvette shined up," and we've got a 59 that'll be there, a 66 that we currently have at the dealership, plus a new Stingray too. And then there will be several others here in town that have new Stingrays out there, and a lot of classic cars out there too. We don't want just new ones. We don't want just old ones. We want that mix. If you have an 80s model, 90s model, it does not matter to us. We just want to see them. And if you want to upgrade, we'll upgrade you in one too. So.
It's the time of the year that we see fireworks stands springing up all across town. Newsleader's John Gray stopped by one and brings us this story.
It's fireworks time in Tullahoma, and I'm at the fireworks tent of Mo Torres, where you can let it blow with Mo. All you got to do is come over here and buy some of these fine fireworks. And this is a cottage industry in a way. In every 4th of July and around Christmas time, the fireworks tents come up, and some of our local people get to sell fireworks for fundraisers, and just new industry in town for 3 or 4 days, and all this stuff. They have stuff now there's not in my backyard. There's the Lion King, Call of the Wild, and some of this stuff is digital now. Look at that big old box of fireworks. All of these things you can get, and you just got to remember, if you want to let it blow with Mo. Come over to this Mo Torres' fireworks tent. It's right here on right next to the gondola on the Manchester Highway, and all this good-looking stuff here. And we want to tell you to please be safe and know when the proper times to shoot your fireworks are, and remember to tell your neighbors what you're doing and ask them if it's all right if you shoot fireworks, because some of it might land on their property and you don't want to upset them. There's a couple of those Torres girls right there smiling real big. Look at them. They taking place while Daddy's not here. That's trouble. That right there in particular, that's trouble. Look at that smile. Tell me that isn't trouble with a capital T. At the Torres fireworks stand. Let it blow with Mo for the 4th of July right here in Tullahoma. Good times. Rockets and fireworks and firecrackers and squibs and squubs and balls, and look at that. There's a whole jar full of sparkles right there. So you can get all kinds of stuff this year, new product to have fun on your 4th of July right here in Tullahoma, and help create a little bit more of our tax base around here. Make sure you buy all your stuff local from one of our local tents, and keep that money here in town. That's right, keep it here in town. And happy 4th of July, everybody. Be safe and sound. And as I said before, if you're going to let it blow with Mo Torres.
More Newsleader on 6 is coming up after these messages.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com, featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
When you're running late headed to that sporting event or horse show and hungry but need gas, you don't have to choose which to get. Just stop at any Quick Mart where gas prices are normal and the food is outstanding. Burgers, fries, salads, sub sandwiches, chicken strips, egg rolls, even pizza can be picked up while the gas is pumping. Stop by any Quick Mart today and not only save time, but enjoy some good cooking, southern hospitality, and prices you can live with.
Are you a shoeanista with no place local to find your style? Well, now you don't have to travel any further than Bren's Shoe Boutique, located at the Village on Jackson, 1940 North Jackson Street, Suite 120 in Tullahoma. From funky to formal, you can find the fit and style that will make you smile at Bren's. A shoeanista herself, owner Brenda Kemp offers brands like Rocket Dog, Jessica Simpson, Mia, Nine West, J. Renee, Bandolino, and more. Want that accessory splash that none of your friends have? Bren's offers a selection of one-of-a-kind handbags and jewelry with just the right bling. So if your shoe selection doesn't stack up, find what you've been looking for at a price you can afford at Bren's Shoe Boutique, now open in Tullahoma.
Welcome back. With the 4th of July holiday coming up next week, Tullahoma Police Chief Paul Blackwell stopped by our studios to refresh our memories on the use of fireworks in the city.
Next week will be the 4th of July when we celebrate our nation's independence. And of course people celebrate that with the fireworks. Depends on what side you're on, the dreaded fireworks or, oh boy, this is going to be enjoyable time. So what we like to do is remind people that there are some regulations, some rules, some stipulations, that govern fireworks. And they're by the city ordinances. When can you sell fireworks? We start seeing these tents pop up, and by ordinance, June the 20th through July 5th, fireworks can be sold. So there's a 15-day window where you can go out and buy them. Under 16 years old cannot purchase fireworks. So if an adult wants their children to have them, the adult's going to have to purchase them. Doesn't say they can't possess them, they just can't purchase them. So that's a 15-day window. Just because you bought the fireworks does not say you can then go out and start shooting them. So if you buy them on the 20th, the 21st, you can't go home and start popping them off and doing things of that nature. The city ordinance regulates that beginning on July 1st through July 3rd, between the hours of 10 in the morning and 10:30 at night, you are permitted to fire fireworks. And then on July 4th, they extended an extra hour, and you can go till 11:30 at night. So those are the windows, 4 days when you actually can fire the fireworks and be able to say it's okay to do it.
So if you buy them on July 5th, which is still legal to sell them on July 5th, you can't legally use them again until next year.
Till New Year's, because we have another window of opportunity at New Year's. But that's right. On July 5th, the vendors are trying to get rid of their inventory.
So they're probably cheaper that day.
Cheaper. You can probably stock up and have them for New Year's. But you also have to remember is just because you're allowed to shoot them those 4 days, you have to be aware of where you shoot them. If you're shooting them from your property and it's going over onto your neighbor's property, you need to make sure you have permission from them, because they're going to land in their yard, they're going to land on their roof, if we're talking some type of aerial. And you have to have permission for that. If you're going to fire from your property somewhere else, you need to know where they're possibly going to land for any type of damage that might occur. And then the big thing is if you're shooting in the middle of the street, that's a lot of debris, a lot of trash, and it's your responsibility to clean it up, or you can be cited for littering. So, have fun shooting your fireworks, but understand that know where they're going to, clean your mess up, and if the weather gets to the point where it's just so hot and dry the fire chief can make a ruling of no fireworks.
Right.
And of course, we would publicize that if the fire chief did do that.
I know they're reluctant to do that, but there are times where it's extremely dangerous, I would imagine.
We want people to have a good time, but we also have to be reminded of the safety of the city and safety of property. I mean, it would not be uncommon for an aerial firework of some sort to start a grass fire, to start, a fire if it were to land on someone's property or on their roof, their house. I think we've all probably experienced that, where you come out in the morning after hearing a loud night of fireworks and you're finding remnants on your yard. You look up on your roof, you see something on your roof, and and you kind of think, wow, I'm glad that didn't start a fire or it didn't do something. So fireworks are enjoyable. We all like to look at the fireworks and shoot them, but understand too that there's a downside to it. There's a danger side, a safety side, and unfortunately it's the police and the fire department that have to come out and tell you, quit shooting your fireworks. And it's not because we want to rain on your parade, but there's a reason for it.
We'll be right back in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please, for the following public service announcement. He's back! The Watkins Man is back, bringing his world-famous Watkins products to 104 East Lauderdale Street in Tullahoma, where Richard and Stephanie Carpenter have opened the area's only Watkins store. Since 1886, Watkins has produced all-natural products, starting with the pain liniment and now including soaps, oils, creams, scrubs, royal jelly, beeswax, supplements dedicated to natural health and pain management, cover total external and internal body care. And don't forget the world-famous spices, extracts, teas, and cooking ingredients. With too many products to list, know that all Watkins products are 100% natural, using the highest quality ingredients obtainable. Always remember, with Watkins, when you buy the best, you use less.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's going to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor, too, when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Welcome back. The cast of the AMC Network show Small Town Security will be appearing in Mid-Tennessee Vapor Shop on Sunday, June 29th from 12 p.m. till 4 p.m. to sign autographs, sell memorabilia, and meet their fans. The Small Town Security show airs on Tuesday nights and is billed the weirdest night on television by the network. It depicts an eccentric husband and wife who own a small-town security firm and the wild antics of their unconventional staff. The show is the runaway hit for the AMC network. Fans are encouraged to arrive early. Richard and Katrina Benaski, owners of the Middle Tennessee Vapor Shop, located in the Old People's Bank building at 117 West Main Street, feature special pop culture guests in the shop on Sundays. Previous guests include local band Lethal Chaos and Santiago Chirlio, of The Walking Dead. The decor of Middle Tennessee Vapor Shop is pop culture theme with various artifacts and memorabilia from movie, television, and pop culture. There's also a large lounge called the Vapors Vault, complete with snack machines, pool table, large screen television, and music.
The pet of the week this week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is Spanky. He entered the shelter as a stray. Spanky's approximately 1 year old. He gets along well with other dogs and children. Spanky has had some vaccinations and will receive a free neuter with the $35 adoption fee. Microchip identification is available to all dogs adopted for a $15 or greater donation to the shelter. For more details, contact Teresa at 454-9580. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue.
The Coffee County Humane Society's feature pet this week is Grace. Grace is a very friendly, housebroken black and white spaniel found over the weekend in the Summit in the Summitville area. The shelter also has many other dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. Hours of operation at the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. The shelter's phone number is 723-2711 or 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society, P.O. Box 252, Manchester, Tennessee 37349. Their website is www.coffeehumane.org.
We'll be right back with your weather forecast.
It's a Kia Cadenza kind of day at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. This luxurious Kia has too many features to mention, with prices starting as low as $33,943. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. We have a huge selection to choose from here at Russell Barnett Kia, and mention this ad and receive an additional $500 off your next Kia Cadenza purchase. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
Imagine a world with more birthdays. We strive for it every day. We fight to get people the best access to care and the chance for more parties to plan. We're the American Cancer Society. Help create a world with more birthdays at morebirthdays.com.
Smoking tobacco accounts for 3 of every 10 fire deaths in the United States.
Tullahoma Fire Department needs you en route to a structure fire, 202 Main Street. Heavy smoke showing. Neighbors advise child trapped inside.
Lighters, matches, and associated smoking paraphernalia are the leading cause of preschooler fire deaths. We as firefighters know that most structure fires can be prevented.
I've got one! Command, this is primary search. We have a victim. Need EMS to meet us at the front door.
Please help us to give you a fighting chance. This can be prevented. Contact the Tullahoma Fire Department for a free home safety inspection.
You can see it in his swag. You can see it in his swag. He a boss, you can see it in his swag. How we walk, how we talk.
A lot can change in 2 years, but not everything has to. With the Charter Price Guarantee, lock in low rates for 2 years, because sometimes it's nice to know what's on the road ahead.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1988 at 98 degrees. The record low was in 1928 at 47 degrees. The average high on this day is 86, and the average low is 65. Tonight, look for isolated thunderstorms in your forecast with a low of around 66. Scattered thunderstorms expected on Friday with a high of 84 and a low of 67. And those scattered thunderstorms remaining in your forecast again for Saturday with a high of 84 and a low of 68. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a good night.